Join us today as we explore one of our all-time favorite medieval villages in the hinterland. Tourrettes-sur-Loup is beautiful, but tiny, so we've got a few extra ideas to help you make it a perfect day trip. Tourrettes-sur-Loup is perched on a rocky spur right at the foot of the so-called Préalpes, the mountains that rise behind the village and soon soar even higher to become the proper Alps. It's also on the frontier between the densely populated coastal region of the French Riviera and the rural hinterland between Vence and Grasse. So expect a peaceful place, kind of in the middle of nowhere. That also means if you visit between Easter and October, there's a lot more going on than in winter, when the cute little old town partly shuts down, which has its own charm. In the warmer season, however, you'll come across the sweetest little boutiques, full of art and handcrafted treasures, and amazing restaurants. But let's start with a bit of history and traditions. Apart from its beauty and lookout points, Tourrettes-sur-Loup is mainly known for growing violets. There's a museum dedicated to the violet flower, la Bastide aux violettes, which is absolutely cute and curated with love. So if you'd like to find out more about this fragrant flower and its links to the nearby perfume industry in Grasse, check it out. If you want to get the full sensory experience, visit in early spring when the violets are in full bloom. Also, every first weekend in March, there's a festival dedicated to the iconic flower, La Fête des Violettes, where the entire village turns into a violet floral wonderland. Today's the 21st of June, the annual date of another important festival, the huge French Fête de la Musique, and the village square is already prepared for the evening hustle and bustle. Every Wednesday morning, there's a Provençal market on the square. A smaller market is held on Saturday mornings next to the church of Cinq. It's a charming square, although crowded with cars on regular days, with small restaurants offering shaded seating, several shops, and the tourist office. Take your time exploring. This is one of two vaulted entrances into the medieval part of the village. I'll take you to the second one though, and we'll end our tour at this one later on. I'm on my own today, in case you were wondering, because Anja is on vacation. I'm not complaining, obviously, just look around. There are many restaurants in Tourrettes-sur-Loup, some with a view, others tucked away in the small alleys we've yet to show you. Several of them are really good and quite pricey too, much to my surprise. We'll return to this restaurant later for a fantastic dinner. By the way, if you plan to dine at one of the fancier restaurants, be sure to make an early reservation, especially in summer. I had a hard time getting a table. But before that, let's explore the old town by entering through the second archway. The houses are arranged around a semicircular route known as the Grand Rue, which forms the central pathway of the village. You really can't get lost, just wander around. As mentioned before, you'll come across several little boutiques offering handcrafted jewelry, pottery, clothes and accessories of all kinds, and of course art galleries. Maybe stop for an ice cream. In this village, where everything revolves around violet flowers, you can even find violet-flavored ice cream. When you reach the southernmost point of Grand Rue, don't miss the archway that leads to the old Roman alley ascending into the village from below. You might even get a clearer view of the coastline than I did if you're lucky. And finally, just as I finish my walk through the old town, the music festival is about to begin. Before heading to dinner, we wanted to suggest combining your visit to Tourrettes-sur-Loup with a trip to the nearby hilltop village of GOURDON, the perfume capital Grasse, the sweet village of Bar-sur-Loup, or the cities of Vence and Saint-Paul-de-Vence. If you go to Bar-sur-Loup, consider having lunch or dinner at this adorable restaurant called Hôtel Particulier des Jasmins. To the east of Tourette, arriving from Nice, you'll come across famous Saint-Paul-de-Vence. And there's also Vence worth checking out, with its beautiful medieval old town and numerous restaurants. For those of you looking for some physical activity, there are excellent hiking trails that start right from Tourrettes-sur-Loup. And now, let's go grab dinner. We've chosen Cinq, a recommendation from a foodie friend. And since Anja wasn't available, I had some other delightful company. In summer, the tables are spread out in the alley behind the church. There are people walking by and other creatures. You get the full village life experience. They have a set menu for 55 euros every night at Cinq. You don't get to choose except for your drinks, so that's gonna be exciting. All we're told is fish and veggies today. And then one of the greatest meals I've had in a while is served. Starting with an amuse-bouche, a scallop each, paired with a sparkling aperitif. Before the first real course is brought out, tuna with lemon cream, absolutely incredible. By the way, I love how you can but don't have to dress up in these village restaurants. As it's getting darker, we continue with caramelized vegetables, topped with pistachio and parmesan. Again, amazing. And then we have more fish, sea bream with buttered celery, bursting with flavor. We decide to share a small cheese platter for an extra 5 euros. Not that we aren't almost full. And surprise, it turns out to be a delicious selection of cheese. And then dessert, cherries with a chocolate ganache cream to die for. Our dinner ended up lasting 3 hours, which is so typical for France. Try it out. Just go with the flow, enjoy, and never get impatient. If you liked this video, please hit the subscribe button. And if you want to explore more Riviera villages, how about checking out one of these compilations?